Hey, you. Some of the lessons that I'm sure you can relate to that I've learned in my 30s. The first one is, oh my goodness, the importance of the relationship with ourselves. That person who's staring back at you in the mirror. Do you trust her? Do you love her? Do you respect her? Do you keep commitments that you've made to her? Do you trust your intuition? If you haven't began to work on the relationship that you have with yourself, honey, begin that now. Put that on your resolution list, put that on your vision board, whatever you're doing during this time, last minutes before the end of the year, please do that. That was the number one thing I learned in my 30s is the relationship with myself matters. Number two, in romantic relationships, love is not enough. Ooh, I'm sure whoever is watching this, you feel that in your bones. I wish it were. But love is just a foundation to build upon. Healthy relationships require consistency, commitment, respect, communication, and self-awareness, healing of trauma, all of these things. Love is just a foundation to which these things should be built upon. And then lastly, our thought life. I did a couple videos about that last week because it matters so much. If you don't take away anything I'm telling you right now, please take away that. Our thought life, what we think about, matters. So just begin to observe what you are thinking about. Because for the majority of us, especially if you've experienced any form of trauma of any kind, we typically go to the negative. A lot of negative self-talk, a lot of doubt, disbelief. Begin to observe those things and ask yourself a couple questions. I do this often throughout my day, even now. Number one, I ask myself, would I really be talking to my best friend like this? If my best friend was in the same situation, what would I tell her? I would offer compassion, right? I would ask her, do you want to be heard in this moment? Or would you like solution-based advice? The other thing I like to do is people who are really successful in an area that you are working on. Adopt some of their strategies, some of their tips and tricks, and see if it works well with you. Because in that case, what you're doing is you're borrowing other people's knowledge in an area in which they are excelling. We can do that. So sometimes, like if someone is excelling in like motherhood, or if someone is excelling in their career that I'm interested in, I will research them in that area. What skills are they using in that area? And I'll take what I feel like is beneficial and discard the rest. So as we approach the new year, think about those three things. Think about that. The relationship you have with yourself, romantic relationships, partnerships, love isn't enough. And then lastly, that thought life. Get that thought life on point. It will change your life. I'm telling you, there's a reason why I went from being in poverty, having nothing to my name, to now being a psychiatric nurse practitioner and walking towards my dreams. If I can do it, sweetheart, look at me. If I can do it, so can you. All right, take care.